Finished up yet? It's you and me for this. You've still got someone who looks like they need your attention. Go ahead. Get that taken care of.
You are a welcome diversion. What do you need? May you find favor in all things.
Hey, what can I do for you? Okay, no problem.
Insertion completed. Grav drive spinning down.
Welcome to the
Systems
3-Star
green.
Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. And that's it. You're cleared to land at Hopetown.
What are you up to? I'm new in town. You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? I buy you a drink. Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship, the Markup? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your bounty. Two ways this can go. You know the drill. Bounty says you made off with a haul of medical supplies, meant for orphans, or something. I get a bonus if I turn the shipment in sight unseen. I figure they're in the markup. So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what. Oh, too late to play dumb, Captain.
Destroy them! This is stepping out of control! Getting out of control! This is getting out of control! Should have fought harder. Have anything of value? Okay. Hello.
I feel sick. I heard the fighting. I'm so sorry. Take this reward. I have to go before another tracker arrives. Thank you. Oh, and isn't that a cheery thought? Just need a few supplies and I'm gone for good.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Keep an eye on your valuables. You can't protect your own.
Anything I can help you with? Anything I can help you with? Okay, no problem.
Dust off complete. Retros firing. Orbit stabilized. Jump complete. Normal
Approaching
propulsion
ship.
restored.
You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
You would think that deadly predators would have driven off settlers. Humans. We can be so stubborn. Ron Hope was a real piece of work, wasn't he? Oh, don't tell me his bleeding heart plea for mercy got to you. He held innocent people with little regard, treating their lives like numbers on a balance sheet. It's an absolute disgrace. I'm relieved to hear you say that. Letting him off the hook would have been a terrible injustice. While that's true, it certainly doesn't excuse the blood that he has on his hands. Listen, I know these kinds of decisions aren't easy to make. I've had to make a few of them myself. But trust me, you did the right thing. Well, I think I've lectured you enough. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me. There's something I need to talk to you about. Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you. Taking those steps to eradicate the Terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud. Indeed. Leaving that problem unchecked could have made the situation go from bad to worse. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the Terramorphs with the experimental microbe, instead of choosing this ridiculous Asili solution. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a risky choice you've made. Minimal risk. Are you sure? The Asili solution might take years, perhaps even decades. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking for humankind. That sounds far too risky to me. Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science. Unfortunately, locking away the Lazarus plant instead of eliminating it adds to the risk. Anything that accelerates the Terramorph life cycle should have been completely removed from the equation. Why take the chance? Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to listen to my opinion on the matter. I'm sorry if I've said anything that jeopardizes our working relationship. We should have a talk, when you have the time, of course. Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy? Well, it got me thinking, so I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Unfortunately, no. Other than you and Barrett, there were no records of direct encounters with the artifacts. I have to admit, though, I did get more than a bit sidetracked reminiscing about old times. Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. She absolutely was. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protégé. I thought so too. That's why I adopted her methods. You know, Aja and I logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. But it was the journey itself that I'll never forget. Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. No, she retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you. I won't be disappointed at all. And if it turns to be the case, I'm certain things will continue to run smoothly. Anyway, that's all I had to discuss for now. Thanks for spending time listening to me. It really helps.
Must have been a good jump.
This
We're
is
still in
United
one
Colony in
piece.
space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
Security here is so visible. I suppose it makes people more comfortable.
Most people, anyway. I find comfort in the idea that the odds of something killing us here are at an all-time low.
Hello, Captain. So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple. What happened? What did you see? Sounds like we need more data to me. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you changed. By different, you mean you have magical superpowers? Sure, different is technically appropriate as a descriptor, but it wouldn't be my first choice. You encountered advanced technology that altered your biology in a way that results in... in what? Superpowers? Fair enough. Maybe we can run some tests later. Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple and your power. I wonder if we can find any more traces of whoever built them. It just opens up a world of questions. It's so exciting. Dusty. Dusty. Let's talk. Space is so hostile to humanity already. And you made it just a little bit safer for everybody. No matter what you could have done differently, this will impact a lot of lives eventually. We'll have to mark it in the Constellation history books so we don't forget it when the Terramorphs are finally gone. So humble, too. People love that. Squeak! Balancing risk versus reward is tricky. Even more so when so much hangs in the balance. So, you really think the Asylees are going to work out, huh? You must have seen some data that I didn't. Everything has a chance to mutate, and most mutations are harmless. But I get it. It's scary. It's definitely riskier than dropping off some wild animals. Oh well, it's done. By sealing the Lazarus plant away instead of destroying it, I'm worried we've made things riskier. Maybe we can study it, fair. But it will take a long time to get any actionable results. Noel, whenever you're bored, I've got a seat in the ship with your name on it.
I don't know. I have a lot of work to do.
What are you working on, if you don't mind me asking? Well, if it isn't out... A badge is just a symbol, a promise, a hope. You don't have to wear the object to be true to those goals. Anyway, I'm just glad Ron Hope is gone. You could have, actually, but you didn't. That's something he never expected, and it's the reason you're part of Constellation. It was a hard choice that you made, but I'm proud of you, Captain.
Barrett, the book I left for you in your room is about the commonality of spiritual beliefs. Did you have a chance to read it?
checkpoint.
Understood.
Let's put this bird into space. We're locking into orbit now. I will never get tired of
Welcome to
that.
UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. You're cleared to land. Enjoy your stay at Sidonia. see?
If you find jumping in low gravity amusing, now is your chance to enjoy yourself.
But you all are here because you can handle it. So any questions? Hey.
Excuse me.
Pardon.
Howdy.
Why, hello, fellow Class 1 citizen. That's never gonna get old. Now, was there something you needed? You heard right. These terramorph attacks, they caught the UC off guard. UC Brass doesn't like that. So, they want us patrolling the front lines of xenological life, ensure we've got intel on any possible new alien threats. Which means, we need someone to track down said aliens, and harvest samples from them. And not just any sample from these animals is gonna do either. We're trying to build a comprehensive picture here, which requires specific cells from specific family lines of some oftentimes unfriendly creatures. So, now that the time's come to actually do the work, well, I was hoping we might be able to recruit you for the job. You know, give you a shot to earn back some trust after that fiasco with the cabinet. Pretty much every beast, behemoth, critter, and chimera humanity's run across is on the list. But we can send in-house researchers after the little guys. Your job will be primarily dealing with the, more troublesome species. This isn't the same sort of harvesting you and Hadrian were doing with the Terramorphs. A little will go a long way here. If you can get close enough to these creatures to harvest from them directly, you should be able to collect what we need without killing them. I checked with Lieutenant Walter before heading out. A good EM weapon could serve you well on these missions. Though, if heavens forbid, there's no viable option other than putting the things down. We're only talking a select few specimens here. These populations will recover. Glad to hear it. There is just one additional wrinkle. UC spec'd this as a one-person job, but I convinced them this sort of task merits expert backup. So, if you're interested, they've agreed to let you take Hadrian with you. Now, you two are gonna have to make up first, for sure. She's still pretty livid about what you... well, you know. But you two seem like you work well together. So the opportunity's there, if you're interested. Up to you. Just thought it might be a good opportunity for the both of you to bury the hatchet. Now, let's get you the details of your first quarry. Here you go. Head there, find your specimens, and bring those samples back here. I'll have a tech waiting outside to collect them from you. And remember, proximity should be all you need to get your samples. Get close, harvest, and get out before they spot you. Take care of yourself out there.
Pardon.